In this video, we try out the Ego LM2101 battery-powered 56-volt push mower. We heard a lot of stuff about this mower, so we thought we'd take it out and give it a whirl, see what it could do. This was done on a Monday afternoon. It rained earlier in the day. It rained on Sunday for a little while, and it poured down on Saturday. So this grass was tall, it was wet, it was thick, and this is a 21-inch 3-in-1 mower, meaning you can mulch, bag, or side discharge. So, of course, we chose to mulch just because we wanted to really push this thing and see what it could do. See if it could get through the thicker grass without just bogging down and stopping. See if it would clump up, it was wet. We had the height setting set at about the middle range. So it was mowing between that, 2.5 to 3 inch mark. So it's not like we had it the whole way up and we were just buzzing a little bit off the top. We were mowing this at normal height. And another important factor here is there's a 90-degree angle formed by the way the building is set up. And we were mowing inside of that 90-degree angle, and we had the camera directly across from that 90-degree angle. Why this is important is because if you were mowing with a gas-powered push mower, you wouldn't even be able to hear yourself think because of the way the noise from the exhaust would echo in that area. So noise is a big factor with the battery-powered equipment. That's right up there with the savings that you get with the, not buying gas or anything. So we wanted to give you guys an idea of how quiet this thing is too, not just, how well it'll cut the grass, but give you a good idea of all the benefits of it. So let's take a look at how this thing performed. Pretty quiet machine, isn't it? You can even hear the birds chirping. You can hear some of the vehicles going by on the highway. Pretty impressive. So this is a closer picture here of the grass that we were actually cutting. To the right is what we've already cut, and to the left is what we were cutting through. And you can see that it's fairly thick. It's pretty tall for mowing it with a push mower. So we were giving this thing a workout. Like I said before, we were mulching it. We weren't bagging, we weren't side discharging, and it was still wet. And you didn't hear this thing bogging down. You didn't hear it grunting. You barely heard the thing at all. So after mowing that wet, thick grass, this is what the underside of this mower looks like. This deck is made out of plastic, so you can just wipe that right off. Even if you left it on there, you don't have to worry about rusting out. You don't have to worry about the paint flaking off. It's plastic. Just wipe that right off. Take an air hose or something, or a leaf blower, and just blow it off. Right there, that blade, that's a regular push mower blade, and you sharpen that maybe a couple times a year, and that's your maintenance right there. That's really all you got to do other than charge the battery. Just sharpen the blade. Real simple. This was pretty impressive for the way that we pushed this thing through the grass and how wet it was. To just have that little bit under there, that means this thing was really mulching that up. It was doing a very good job of cutting up the grass and dispersing it evenly. We were pretty impressed with the performance of this Ego LM2101 push mower. For being battery powered, 56 volt, it was impressive the way it went through that grass. This isn't the old stuff where the batteries would die instantly. You can run this thing for a good 45 minutes on a single charge. That's all going to vary depending on how thick your grass is and stuff like that, but that's about the average. So, just the noise factor, no gas, how clean it is to operate and to use, and how simple it is. This thing is definitely worth checking out, Make sure to think about one of these when you go to purchase your next push mower. And yes, for anybody that was wondering, they do make these mowers that are self-propelled. Battery-powered, self-propelled. Stop and check one of them out too if you get the chance. They're definitely worth taking a look at if you're going to buy another self-propelled mower. Think about this. Crunch the numbers, figure out how much you're spending on gas, how many times you got to gas that push mower up, how much you're going to spend on yearly maintenance, air filters, spark plugs, things like that. Belts, if you got a self-propelled mower, it's belt driven. These are self-propelled, but there's no belt. Direct drive electric motor. So think about that stuff, and then be sure to check out one of these Ego push mowers or a self-propelled mower. You won't be disappointed.